Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? We got a couple of things to go over. And is this right? Did you guys catch me in a boo-boo? Is this what you've been waiting for? Oh yeah? Let's get into this, shall we? Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. Okay, I put this video out the other day, went through it, explained some things. A lot of times I wish you guys would pay really close attention. So did you finally do that this time? Let's find out. But first, I want to address one of these comments that are in here. Andrew says, hey, Pimpy, it's not going to take years for Iraq to get into the World Trade Organization. You could quote me on that. Okay. James is saying he totally agrees. So let's review this. Remember, everybody thought that Iraq was at the end of becoming a member with the World Trade Organization. I mean, even I read through the article kind of quick. I'll admit that. Come to find out, they're just barely at the beginning stages. So what does this mean for Iraq? How long is this going to take? Member state of the World Trade Organization. And it just said blah, 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 blah. But if you come over here, it says, an offer of accession is given once consensus is reached amongst members. This process takes about 5 years on average. That's just the average time. But it can take some countries almost a decade if the country is less than fully committed to the process or if political issues interfere. Political issues? What do you mean? Are you talking like, I don't know, the coordinating framework, fighting with al-Sudani? Them doing everything they could to remove al-Sudani out of office? And why would they do that? Because he is making changes in Iraq. The kind of changes that keep those corrupt politicians from being able to rip off the Iraqi people. The shortest secession negotiated was with Kyrgyzstan, lasting 2 years and 10 months. That's the shortest. The longest were that of Russia, lasting 19 years and 2 months. So you can see how long the process takes. This is the fastest. So when I say we got a couple years ago, I wasn't kidding. I showed you where Iraq was on that map, how much they had accomplished. Length of World Trade accession process from application to membership in years. So here's where you can see each of these members, how long it took them. Ecuador took 3 years, 4 months. Bulgaria was 10 years, 1 month. Mongolia, 5 years and 3 months. Panama, 5 years and 11 months. Here you go, right here. That's the shortest. Now on the Wikipedia, it says the average is 5 years. But if you look right here, it says average 10 years and 2 months. But let's give Iraq the benefit of the doubt because they're so organized. And there's no corruption there. And there's really, really good people in office holding power. And they will cooperate fully. So we'll give them the average of the 5 years, okay? But you can see, it wasn't lying. Look how long it takes. Years to finish the process. At least the thing is, they've gotten started. So in order for them to be like this country here, 2 years and 8 months, that means they have to be able to gather all requested information, send it over to the working party. The working party will review everything that's given to them to check to see how close Iraq is lined up with the policies of the World Trade Organization. Then all of a sudden, they'll send the information back to Iraq saying these are the changes that we need. Either they got to change some laws, some procedures, regulations, whatever it is they need changed, then they change it. Now here's the thing. When it comes to procedural changing, whenever it's a major one, like changing regulations, when they go to respond back to the working party, they have to have a minimum of 3 months worth of data to show them that they've actually changed. They're not just going to take them at their word. They're not going to just look at 1 month's worth of paperwork. They want a minimum of 3 months for every change that takes place. Now, do you understand why the process takes so long? That's why you got to be able to jump into this and look for the information. Now, back to this. Does Iraq have a 1.32 exchange rate? You know, I wish you guys would seriously pay as much attention, as close attention to the other content creators as you guys do me. I was happy to see you guys finding these issues out. Again, I want to say congratulations. It is such a pain in the boo-boo to get you guys to look into this stuff, or at least take the time to critique the information that's right in front of you. So I'm very appreciative that you guys did. Good job. Now let's take a look at something. What is the real exchange rate? The Iraq government is currently weighing the question of changing the currency so that the official cost of the US dollar will be 1.32 Iraqi dinars. Good job. Very, very good. What does that mean for those people who are invested in the Iraqi dinar? In my case, I have 5 million. So if I divide it by 1.32, ooh, look at that, $3.7 million. Yes, I'll take it. Wait a minute. That's close to what this is, right? It was 132. It says 1310 now. Should be 132. But all they do is move the decimal places over 3 spots. We could do the same here. That is the exchange rate. If you go to 1.32, it actually comes out to 76 cents. I already told you guys about this. So if I take my 5 million dinars times it 76 cents, oh yeah, look at that, 3.8 million. We'll take it. Heck yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I just thought about this. So if this is moving the decimal place over 3 positions, coming out to 1.32 dinars for every US dollar. Oh, wait a minute. What did they do? They said they needed to change their currency. So in order for you to move over 3 spots, whether it's a 76 cents or you come up with 1.32 dinars for every dollar, that's the deletion of the zeros. Your 25,000 dinar now becomes 25 dinar. So if I take my 5 million and I remove 3 zeros and then multiply it times 76 cents.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. This was the attention I was trying to bring to you. And believe it or not, a lot of people caught it. It's not 132 dinars for every dollar. Although at this rate, I would love to have that without deleting my zeros. This is what it comes down to. When Al-Sudani was talking about he would love to have an exchange rate of 1.32, what he was talking about was the deletion of the zeros. Yep, that's what I said we need to avoid. So I'm glad you people are jumping up and down, getting excited about it. And what did I say? Don't get excited, because it's not what you think. I'm trying to do something to catch your guys' attention, and this worked very, very well. Now you guys understand what I'm talking about. So if you delete the zeros off the currency, 25,000 becomes 25. Come over here, remove these zeros. It's 76 cents per dinar. And if it's how many dinars for $1? 1.32. Just now, I know it says 1.31, but it's 1.32. Move the decimal places over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then you will have 1.32 dinars for every dollar. All they're talking about is the deletion of the zeros. I've been trying to tell you guys over and over again, but you're not listening. When people are jumping around talking about the deletion of the zeros, then I got you guys all excited until I explained it to you. Then all of a sudden talking about, oh my God, they're going to change the exchange rate to 1.32 dinars for every dollar. Yay! How about 1.32 exchange rate? No? How about 132 dinars for every dollar? Yay! Come on, you guys, wake up. And sure enough, a whole bunch of you caught that. And you were like, wait, Pimpy, this is wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, I know I'm wrong. But it did wake a lot of you guys up. You do not want the deletion of the zeros. But it looks now like it's inevitable. This is the exchange rate that Al-Sudani is heading for. Now, hopefully you guys will go out there and scrutinize those other content creators as closely as you did mine. A vast majority of you already knew would get it. The rest of you, I'm glad you were using your critical thinking process, okay? Now, in order for this to happen, Al-Sudani is going to need some cooperation with the parliament. The one good thing, or possibly a bad thing, the fact that Al-Sudani is working closely without lock. Remember, it's not up to Parliament to make the exchange rate change. That has to come through the Central Bank of Iraq. I don't know what kind of influence Maliki is going to have over this, but trust me, he does not want the deletion of the zeros. This is how this guy has been making his money, him and his little buddies, for freaking decades. They use the currency auction window to smuggle money. If not that way, then there's other ways they're doing it. They're really creative. If you keep updating all the equipment, making it hard for them to smuggle dollars or to be sneaky in Salmon currency auctions, basically what you're doing is taking food off their plate in their eyes, and they're going to stop you at any means necessary. Maybe Al-Sudani and Maliki could come up with some type of agreement. Maybe they go up to, I don't know, 500 dinars per dollar. That'd be nice, as long as they don't delete the zeros. That's why I was hoping you guys caught this part of this paragraph. The Iraqi government is currently weighing the question of changing the currency. That should have told you everything you should have known right then and there. You should have known that if you looked at this and looked at that, that just moved the zeros over 3 places. They're talking about the deletion of the zeros. And if they're deleting the zeros off this, then they're also deleting the zeros off the currency. Just remember, hey, nobody loves you more than I do, okay? Anyways, yeah, Iraq still has years to go, unless magically they're going to pull one out their butt. The fastest time was 2 years, 8 months. Who knows, maybe Iraq could cooperate enough and get the documents to them and make all the changes to the regulations and the laws as quickly as possible, because Al-Sadini needs it. And Maliki is such a good guy, and he'll cooperate and do all he can to make sure that him and his buddies are not able to make millions of dollars every opportunity they get. I am very happy that a good chunk of you caught most of this. And like I said before, scrutinize those other content creators just like you guys did this time for me. That's exactly doing critical thinking, which is what you're going to need in order to get through this process. Don't let them people bullshit you guys, okay? Anyways, that's it for now. I'm out.